Hello, the Bruce's Roos here, and welcome back to Golden Sandbox, the channel where I aim to push creativity to its limit in the sandbox that is Sea of Thieves. Today brings about a new crew looking to prove themselves as potential pirate lord candidates. I met this crew after they had just finished up a fort. I dismantled their guards just as quickly as they dismantled the keg. Do we want to... Oh, whoa! And we allied. Now today's test would be a test of scheming. Now that we were allied, I headed off to create a situation for this crew to scheme around. However, Rare works in very mysterious ways and presented us with both a Fort of Fortune and a Fort of the Damned. Perfect and ideal for scheming. Their objective would be clear. They would have to scheme and plot to get the key for the Fort of the Damned. Anything that they wanted from me and ordered me to do, I would do my best to comply with. They met me at Fool's Lagoon, and to encourage their imagination, I provided them with a stronghold keg and a chest of rage. Their scheme was straightforward and one that we've all seen done a million times before. We would take the stronghold keg and keg the ship that was working on Fort of the Damned. Not super creative, but it gets the job done. Alright, so if you guys think that's the play, then let's do it. So we can grab the keg and head on over. Wait for them to finish. Okay, so we're just gonna wait here. Do you guys want to just hang out here? Rather than charge right over though, they made the call to wait some time out and then see if we could find a rowboat. The rowboat search yielded no results. However, I did learn during this time that the reason this crew seemed so well organized and well put together is because they were tied through more than just the game and being on the same crew, but they were brothers in real life. This fraternal duo began to get worried about the Fort of the Damned being completed soon, so they adapted their plan. One of them would come with me in the mega keg on my boat, while the other would come a little bit behind. I was given the order to be the detonator, jumped off with a mega keg, and was going to wait for my captain's signal. The ghost of Captain Greymarrow was active, meaning they were on the last wave of the fort as indicated by the music. My captain began to negotiate nicely in text comms. I didn't trust this brig though. There was loot floating in the water near their boat, so they clearly had just sunk a ship. I didn't want us to be next. I brought the keg right below their boat, and waited, and then finally I got the cue. Blow it. By the time I respawned on my boat, the brig was nowhere in sight, so I reunited with my allies and they gave me the next orders. First, a heads up there was someone on the island, and secondly, to kill Greymarrow. The two would smartly utilize me here, to be the one constantly putting damage into Greymarrow, while they were the ones that were handling any PvP threats that might come our way. Just as predicted, the brig was coming back, but as was the sloop. My captains leapt into battle with the sloop first, and left me to use all but 10 of my cannons on Greymarrow. The enemy sloop laid into me a little bit, and one of the brothers helped fix up. While this was all going on, a pirate by the name of Sprinty John was clearly tucking somewhere on the island, and asked us to hurry this along. I guess he had places to be. Now that I was in an okay position, we had to go bail their boat out of possibly a tough spot. Both their boat and the enemy sloop had their masts down. After a few shots, the enemy sloop was sunk. My brothers recovered, and the next priority was the brig. The brig was mysteriously sails up, sitting alone by Crook's Hollow. We went over, did brief damage, and I took the opportunity to refill my cannonball supplies because no one was there. I assumed that they had ditched the boat to swim over to the fort. With both the brig and the sloop sunk, we went back to the fort, knowing Sprinty John was likely still tucked, along with probably at least one player from the brig that we had just sunk. I was told to look for other players and did a thorough sweep, only smoking one tucker out, a player from the brig. Nice try. With two sloops off in the distance, I was given my final order: kill Greymarrow, kill him now. When the brothers went to take care of the impeding sloop, I took my order seriously and in 2 shots laid him to rest. I had secured the key, meaning that the brothers' mission was complete. They took down the sloop and met me back at the fort, where I congratulated them on passing the test. However, anyone who's familiar with Fort of the Damned knows nothing's ever yours until the loot is on the boat, and we had some tuckers to smoke out. So, we searched high and low but could not find him. Where the heck was Sprinty John? After about 10 minutes, the brothers, without warning, decided to open the vault, which is when the tucker revealed themselves and blew the kegs, sending me to the ferry. Upon coming back, We again couldn't find Sprinty John anywhere, so we loaded up the duo sloop with loot. While we did so, Sprinty sent us some messages, implying that he was nearby. But I believe he tucked on the wrong ship. I think he went over and tucked on my sloop, which unfortunately, I was logging off and there was no loot on. So that was really just the wrong choice for him. GG's Sprinty John. The duo sloop headed off with the loot in hand. And honestly, these guys, they schemed, they were flexible in their plans. I gave them a solid 88 out of 100 thumbs. Now the competition for Pirate Lord was truly heating up, with one initial round left. Things are certainly about to get a bit stormy.
Plug, your compass seems to be doing woo!
All of this and more next time on Golden Sands Box.